So over the past 2 weekends I've been spending a lot of time playing the Battlefield 6 beta, and I must say my opinions are definitely mixed, but a lot of them are leaning towards the better side. So in this video I'm going to go through how I felt about it, what I thought about the content they showed us in the beta and what I think they should improve on. So for those of you that don't know, most of you probably will know already, I'd be surprised if you didn't, but the Battlefield 6 beta ran for the past 2 weekends. They were the most recent one being the 14th to the 17th of August. I believe it's still going now though. I stopped playing it last night because it was supposed to close at 8 PM last night, but apparently it's still going. I've seen people live streaming it still. So first off, I just want to start off by going on about the issues the game has, because it definitely has some issues that not just me, but a lot of people have noticed already. The first one being an issue with the hitboxes. Now, a lot of people were commenting on the hitboxes saying that, hits weren't registering or headshots weren't counting as headshots, things like that. And I tell you, it is true. There is a slide glitch I was reading about. Apparently somewhere someone was saying that no matter what you do after you've slid for the first time in a match, sometimes you'd get max bullet spread no matter what you did. That is true. I have died a few unfortunate deaths to that. There's also bugs with certain classes. I had one bug where my weapon disappeared, and then after about 10 minutes in that same match my character disappeared and I couldn't sprint, I couldn't slide. There are definitely bugs that are prominent in the game, but that's the point of a beta, is to fix them. So I'm hoping that all the feedback gets back to EA and DICE and they fix their game before it releases. There was also a few other issues I was reading about where people were complaining that the sniper glint being too prominent in that. I will say I played a little bit as a sniper, and it's just a bit of a headache that everyone knows where you are. So you could be up on a hill in the most perfect sniper spot. The point of a sniper is to be stealthy, right? And I understand why they've made the sniper glint a thing. It was a thing in previous games, and also they need some advantage, otherwise people are just going to die out of nowhere and they're going to get angry, and that glint is it's a bit of a annoyance, to be honest. There's been a few times where I'll go to snipe someone and they'll just light up the whole hill line because they can see my sniper glint up there. It's just something that probably shouldn't be there. I know it was in previous games, but it was nowhere near as, prominent, so hopefully they fix that and address that in future sort of updates and that. With that being said, it's a fun class to play. I'd still definitely got a few funny kills in there. I also got killed a few times, had a few little sniper battles with people and stuff. But it is a bit annoying when you're downed and you've got 3 people out of the 5 on your squad all playing as medics, and they just look at your corpse lying on the ground and run away, don't revive you. Or, they'll be outnumbered 5 to 1, they'll have critical health, and instead of reviving you to help them, they'll end up just running out and getting shot in the head straight away. One other thing I noticed as well, that became very apparent early on, was that no matter what game mode we were playing, people just didn't really know how to play it. So for example, in the main menu there's a option to do a little bit of a rundown on each game mode. But what I found was people were joining Conquest and playing it like they were playing Team Deathmatch, if that makes sense. So basically, Conquest, you've got to go to objectives, capture objectives, and hold off the enemy from retaking that objective. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty much King of the Hill, but instead of, grabbing, or capture the flag, but instead of grabbing the flag, all you're doing is taking a location, staying there long enough, overpowering the enemy by having more troops there, and basically shooting anyone that comes in to try and retake it. But a lot of people just play it like Team Deathmatch, so they'll go out, they'll literally just go hunting people and leave all the objectives and not defend them and things. It's just frustrating sometimes when you're losing a match and a dude's running into the same building and getting killed by the same guy for the 10th time. It's like, you think you'd learn your lesson, but hey, that's the aim of the game. The aim of the game is to have fun. It's just, yeah, it does get a bit frustrating sometimes. That was really the main thing that frustrated me. That and the medic situation. where people just had no interest in reviving other people. Like, that's fine, you don't have to, but don't play as a medic. Like, I played, at one point I had 4 squad mates in my squad that were medics. Not one of them revived anyone. Not a single person revived anyone. I'm running around with my little injector pen thing, injecting all the people on my team, trying to revive them. And I'm playing as an assault class. And the medics, they didn't revive a single person for the whole game. It's a bit frustrating as well. So hopefully eventually they add some sort of penalty, like if you don't revive your teammates, and you obviously get like reported for it or whatever. Because I guarantee you, someone's going to report someone for it eventually. It is a bit frustrating, but I guarantee you, if it happens like that, people will start to do what they need to do and revive people and that, and make it so that if you don't do your job as that class or whatever, I actually don't really have too many issues with the game itself. There's glitches that they're well aware of that they need to fix, there's graphical bugs and stuff, but there's nothing that actually made me dislike the game. Yeah, I just had to sort of share my point of view to sort of justify why I don't believe the game deserves the amount of hate that it's getting, because I feel like all of the hate's coming from people that quite frankly don't know how to play Battlefield. And if there's any genuine Battlefield fans out there that are disappointed about something, there's probably a good reason why, and I'd be more inclined to agree with them. But overall, I can't fault the game. The game is great. It's definitely the best first-person shooter I've played in a while. I'm the sort of person I like to play things like Ready or Not, Escape from Tarkov, SWAT, Squad, Arma. So this was a nice change. It was a bit of a refresher. It does have some issues to iron out, as I say, but the game itself's pretty solid. It's a solid building block, and the game, it looks phenomenal. The graphics are amazing. There's some cinematic as hell moments where you'll be dragged through a collapsing building, or you'll be dragging someone through a collapsing building while being shot at. I remember there was one time I was dragging a guy down an alleyway while I was reviving him, and we were being shot at by tanks, and the rounds were just going straight over our heads into the wall, and we watched this building crumble down as I was dragging him out. Just stuff like that. It just looks so cinematic, and the graphics are just, crazy compared to like Battlefield 3 and 4, which obviously came out a long time ago, but it's crazy to see that a very similar game with such better graphics, especially now that they're remaking some of those Battlefield 3 maps for Battlefield 6. So the game's definitely worth a check out. Hopefully, I don't think they will, but there's a chance they could do like another beta. A lot of people are asking for one, so there's a chance they could do another one for the future before the game comes out. Granted, it does come out in 7 weeks, so, well, that's going to plan. But they could do another beta just to sort of test it out and show us off the Battle Royale mode, and that'll probably come to Gamescom in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, it's definitely worth a check out if you get the opportunity to play it again before it releases. I would. It's definitely worth checking out. It's a banging game. Anyway, guys, that was just my opinion on Battlefield 6. I just wanted to give you my opinion and sort of show off a little bit of gameplay and let you know how my experience was. The experience is going to vary for everyone. Obviously, if you're not a fan of Battlefield, then you're not going to like this one either, because this is more Battlefield than the last couple of entries. But if you like Battlefield, definitely give it a go. If they have another open beta before the game releases, give it a go. You might find that you really enjoy it, and just have fun. Just have fun. Play the game. That's what it's there for. And we will see you guys on release day.